Welcome everyone. I'm so happy to be here today. Thanks all for showing up. And I just wanted to talk about the upcoming course that I'm running starting on the 14th of September. That I specifically designed for, holistic practitioners, yoga teachers, anyone in that kind of space that likes to grow their business and kind of start out in their business. So I do have a couple of slides I want to go through. So bear with me 1 second while I bring that live. Here we go. Okay. Now, thanks so much again for joining, and I want to introduce the Live Your Dream e-course. Okay, so welcome everyone. And I'd like to introduce myself, I suppose. First of all, I've finally managed to combine my two passions, which is, business and my background in business, having an MBA, and also my yoga and being a yoga teacher and practitioner. So, I have been teaching for a good few years. I can't even remember how many, but I think about 5 years now. And during that process, meeting all these amazing people, I ended up realizing that I do have the capability of, with my business knowledge, to help them, grow their business. And I'm quite tech savvy as well, and I love technology, so that's kind of what I bring in as well. And I've helped a lot of my yoga friends initially to grow their business and create a website and just general marketing help. And this is really where my business came out of. So going from corporate normal 9-to-5 work to now finally working with like-minded people, and who are absolutely knowledgeable in their fields, and just are lacking the skills in terms of growing their business and running a business, because a lot of people don't actually realize that you're doing your yoga teacher training course, or you're doing your holistic massage course, or whatever it is, you don't actually realize you have to run a business. I didn't realize that. I just thought, oh sure, I'll just go ahead and teach a little here and there, and but what I didn't realize was that with that comes admin, with that comes marketing, it comes accounting, which I'm still dreading, but I'm getting better at it. So so that's kind of where I'm coming from, where my passion comes from, and where I started wanting to create this course. Now I am lucky enough to have great friends and have met great people around entrepreneurship. So, and I've actually brought one on board that Maite is a great multitasker. She is amazing in what she does. She's helped me an awful lot actually in my business, and kind of getting a clear view on where I want to go. We've met a good few years ago in a corporate job, and she's German and part Spanish as well. I probably should have said I am German living in Ireland. But she actually has several businesses running herself. So she, is running her vintage hair and makeup that's called Locks and Lashes in Dublin, where she does fantastic work. And also she, with her partner and another couple, are running a company called At It Again, which create books and is book publishing, creating great content for old Irish authors, and bring that back to life, like Ulysses or Dracula and stuff like that. So like I said, she has absolutely tremendous skills in any area that she kind of touches, and I'm really happy to have her on board for having a coach live on board. Okay, a couple of things I want you to keep in mind in this course, and really with any online course or any course that is, it won't work unless you put the time into it. Okay, so you can have the best amazing material there, but unless you put this into action, you won't see the results. Okay, so that's unfortunately the reality of it. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to do the work, but you will need to put it in. Okay, and the other thing is that I have developed this for people with varying skills. So you might be proficient in one area a little bit more than the other, and things like that. So you can to some extent skip modules if you feel like I have enough knowledge in that area, and stuff like that. And the other thing I want to say is, that's my advice, my experience of how I started building my yoga business and how I started running classes and, stuff like that. And, but it's not set in stone, and it shouldn't limit you. So if you do find something else that you can, do, then by all means do that. I will answer questions later on afterwards, so bear with me. To go into the actual course, I do want to say that it's split up in 9 modules, okay? Each module will have their own color code to make it really clear what module you're in, and the workbooks and everything. And we will cover everything from, starting dreaming big and creating your vision and, really getting clear on what you want and where you want to go. Then we're going into, finding out who you want to target. What are your, clients be like? What are, what do I need? Do I need funding? Do I, open up a studio? Do I, all these kind of things will go in. And the third part will be the legal battle. So that's, differs from country to country. So I would try to kind of cover all the countries that are on the course. Tech Lab is probably one of my favorite ones because I will be able to show you how to create websites and things like that. Sorry. I will. That was just a little technical glitch there. Sorry. There we go. So we will. Sorry about that. So yes, in the Tech Lab, I'll actually give you complete and utter videos on how to create your own website. Okay, there's an awful lot to it, but I will try to keep it simple and keep it in a way that you can manage it and go back to the videos and things like that. Your social B, well, kind of really says everything, because unfortunately nowadays, the best, or one of the ways, not all, but one of the ways to reach your audience and your students and your clients is through social media. So, I don't expect you to use all social media platforms that are out there, because I don't, and I don't believe that you should. But we will figure out which ones are for you and which ones aren't. Okay. The next bit is obviously the one that's usually initially the trickiest, because you really need to start to connect with your clients. Where do I find them? How do I approach them? How do I get them to come to my classes? Okay. And the last kind of three modules are a little bit of, let's say, from someone who has been running a business for a while, little tips and tricks on how to run your business more effective. The admin, using a proper accounting software, which, by the way, is free, but it'll make your life so much easier, and also kind of, trying to balance life and work, because when you start out, it can actually become very overwhelming, and you're thinking, oh, I need to work and work and work, and don't make time for life. So that's a really important thing. And then also we will have the course recap, where we kind of go through everything and stuff like that. We will have a webinar in week 1. and week 5 and week 9 to kind of ask questions, you know, and go through things live online like we do right now. Okay, now regarding the pacing, now I have set this out to be a 10-week course. However, you can learn at your own pace. So you will have lifetime access to the material. So by all means, you know, take your time. But I have kind of recommended pacing if you want to get somewhere in 10 weeks. It is quite a, you know, tough pace, but you can do it. Okay, so I've kind of calculated, the only thing that I've calculated more of is for week module 4, which is your techie lab, which does take a couple of weeks because you will need to set everything up, write the content, and etc. etc. Okay. Now, also what I'm going to do is I will add in. I've created a Facebook group where you can, between each other, exchange how you're getting on with the course, you know, help each other out. I found that the best way to grow my business, and you know, let off steam as well when I have trouble and when I really just can't, you know, get anywhere. It's really frustrating. It's just really nice to have a platform with like-minded people that you can really, you know, talk to and who understand, who know exactly where you're at. Okay, and also during that, actually in that Facebook group also, I will be holding a weekly Q&A session. I haven't put the dates down yet. I don't know exactly what day it will be. It will probably be either the Wednesday or the Thursday. Okay, so yeah, do check that out if you're part of the course. That was pretty much it. So I mean, I do have kind of thought about giving you guys something for free because you know, it's ultimately my time that I can give you and help you out as much as I can. So, you know, sign up until midnight tonight or wherever you are until tomorrow, let's say tomorrow evening, because I know in different time zones and stuff like that. And you get a free 60-minute power hour with me. Okay, so a power hour is basically 60 minutes of my time where we will knuckle down and focus on what you need to do. It could be help with setting up your website. It could be help with, you know, admin stuff or whatever it is. I'm yours for the hour and I will help you do this. And you also have, you know, 2 weeks of follow-up emails with me that you can take me up on and help so that we really can implement what you've been doing. So yeah, that's me. I hope you like the course and the content, and any questions, give me a shout. Okay, just waiting for some questions to come in.